Alright, everybody. Welcome back for another one. And I wanted to revisit this article with you that I talked about just a little earlier in my portfolio update video. If you didn't see it already, I'll put it in the upper right hand corner for you right here. Definitely check that out as well. But I had briefly skimmed over this article, and now I just realized that this was probably the most important information to come to crypto in probably forever since its existence. All right, so I wanted to hit some main points with you guys, mostly all of it. Ripple pilots a private ledger for central banks, launching CBDCs. Ripple is piloting a private version of the public open source XRP ledger that provides central banks a secured, controlled, and flexible solution for the issuance and management of digital currencies. With over 80% of central banks actively exploring some form of sovereign-backed cryptocurrency, the arrival of the world's first CBDC is inevitable. Right? As I've said, right? Cashless Society @is inevitable. Why is that my Twitter handle? Because it's coming. All right. We are moving in that direction, and it is imperative for you to set yourself up for success in this situation, because maybe we don't really have a choice, right? Distributed ledger technology will be the basis for most CBDCs, just as it is for today's cryptocurrencies. While central banks can tap into existing blockchains to get CBDCs up and running quickly, most ledgers are not built for payments and cannot handle the volume of transactions that a successful retail CBDC will require. Most ledgers are not built for this, is what they're telling you. Moving on. Most blockchains are public ledgers, visible to all and updated by a broad network of validators, meaning the junk is scattered around all everywhere and anyone can build on it and build crypto kitties on top of it and destroy the network and nobody cares, right? Well, that's not how the central bank digital currencies are going to function. Not on a platform like that. The central bank requires more transaction privacy and control over its currency than a public ledger can offer, so will most likely opt to create a CBDC on a private ledger that can also operate at the required scale. Interoperability. The ability for a private ledger to connect with today's existing global financial infrastructure, so connecting these new tech to the legacy systems, as well as other CBDCs and other digital currencies, will be critical. Maybe a bridge asset called XRP might be used there, right? All right. This also means the CBDC private ledger is designed for issuing currencies, with over 5,400 currencies issued on the XRP ledger over the past 8 years, including the native digital asset XRP, as I just said, can be leveraged as a neutral bridge asset for frictionless value movement between CBDCs and other currencies. Moving money on the CBDC private ledger will be cost-effective, reliable, and close to instantaneous. The CBDC private ledger will handle tens of thousands of transactions per second initially, with the potential to scale to hundreds of thousands of transactions per second over time. All right, so this private ledger is already going to be faster than the public ledger that they do offer right now, right? So tens of thousands immediately. They also said it's going to be far less energy intensive and therefore less expensive and 61,000 times more efficient than public blockchains that leverage proof of work. Which one do you think the people that have a lot of money to send around are going to want to use? The Bitcoin they have to wait 2 hours on, the Ethereum that you have to pay $200 in fees on, or the XRP that's going to happen right now for free? The CBDC private ledger is also supported by RippleNet technologies and the Interledger suite of protocols to enable ultra-high throughput use cases such as micropayments. The CBDC private ledger meets even the highest of security standards for central banks, with each having complete sovereignty and ability to customize based on their own unique privacy and policy requirements. Maybe some KYC, AML, that kind of stuff. Ripple has a proven track record of successfully connecting disparate payment systems, championing blockchain's utility to solve for global payments, and is trusted by hundreds of financial institutions around the world. Did they say that they're worried that their business is going to fail and it's all because of a SEC lawsuit that looks like trash? Or did they say they're trusted by hundreds of financial institutions around the world? Okay, that's it. We are currently engaged with central banks around the world to better understand their goals and assess how the CBDC private ledger can help achieve them. All right. So, point being, it's happening. The idea that most people have speculated, right? Ripple, this XRP asset, was most likely going to be used for wholesale CBDCs behind the scenes, right? It's their asset. Now, does it make more sense that they slap this lawsuit and shut down all these exchanges, remove XRP off of them, at least in the US, where probably most of it is held, good chunk of it anyway, because they want to get it out of your hands. They want you to get scared and sell because it's theirs. It's not for you, all right? And then Stellar, on the other hand, is going to be that retail public ledger, because they want your transactions to be posted on a public ledger. They want to do their stuff in secrecy, and they want you to do your stuff where they can go and check and see what Joe bought last night at the gas station, right? All right, just had to definitely get this in there because I made it sound like it was nothing before, but I realized I needed to really dive into it with you guys. So it's coming, guys. The Cashless Society, right? Hope that was informative. As always, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one.
Paper money is going away.
Yes.
And crypto is a far better way to transfer value than pieces of paper. That's for sure.
Without a doubt.
That has its pros and cons.
Just to clarify, Tesla's not going to start selling Bitcoin anytime soon.
No, we're not.
Okay, you heard it here first, even though everyone thought that.
Yeah, right.